Good afternoon, everybody. Oh man, I'm so excited to do a little preview of Christy's, the Planner Society's Purple Kit. I'm calling it the Purple Kit. So let's get started. Did you grab your coffee before you sat down? I certainly grabbed mine. So let's get started with the Purple Kit. Yum. Oh. French vanilla on a cloudy afternoon. Love it. So I was excited when Christy said that she was going to do a purple kit for her first fall kit, because I fell in love with this the Doki Book, the lavender with the gold dots. So when Doki Books put it on special, I grabbed it and I just set it aside. I knew what I was going to use it for, but I needed to have the perfect kit to go with it. Now, one of the things that I learned over with the Reset Girl, I went to her workshop last month at Whimsadoodle, and each one of her planners has a task, and that is what I use. Each one of my planners, and I'll give you a little preview of a couple of them over here. Each one of my planners has a task, and there's a couple of them there, and I'll swing over and two more over there. So I had to give this planner a task, and one of the ways I kind of plot out what I'm going to use it for and how I'm going to use it for is I have this great sheet from Make It Happen, and I don't believe I've got anything really personal on there, but you know and I label mine my goal. This is a creative goal. I have business goals, I have personal goals. So this is taking care of my tenants, keep track of who's coming in and some pictures, one place, a central place to go, to looking up past records and know when to post for the next tenant. And then I made a list of my dividers and how I'm going to use it. So find paper, Planner Society kit, purple. Yay, her whole kit is perfect. So you can see I had this, find the paper, that was one of my tasks. And then as I found, as she announced it, I just went bananas. So that one I can mark complete, and I won't have to repeat that for October. So her kit was so perfect when I got this thing started. Let me show you. I only had these 3 pieces of paper left over. I used the entire stack of paper. These 3 are going to go into another planner that I will set up using these papers. I just love that kit. And what else did I have left over? I had just some of her indexes, her tabs. And I'm going to be using these also in another planner that I'm working on. So I've got those set aside and already stored away. I'll show you just a few of the stickers that I did not use. And these I'm going to use on my calendar, because they're small enough to use to mark up my day and make my plans. And I love the clothes. I just adore this kit. So I've got those all stashed away. Now the other thing I want to show you that really got me excited, and I did the happy dance. Let me tell you, I really did do a happy dance when I discovered this. So the little pouch that comes with it is perfect to put your little tools in. We've got this. I have my friction pen, my erasable friction pen in purple already put in here. And this is the washi that came with the kit. I do have it on a couple of pages in there, so you'll be able to see what it looks like up against white, actually. But here it is. Isn't that just beautiful? I love her choice of washi, and I'm so grateful that she puts the floral one in with the kits. And then, okay, so then we have these. These are the little sequin kits, and I'm going to figure out a way on how to use these sequins and intertwine them. Maybe use fish line, maybe a thin nylon line to sew some of these and dangle some of them from the tassels. Now, that's only one thing I got to show you. Okay, so over a period of time, as I went shopping, I would hit Marshall's and Home Goods and Ross and all those stores that have bathroom things in there, containers. And I came across these containers and I built my washi tower. So guess what? This fits perfect in here. So Christy, if you're reviewing this or if you have somebody reviewing this video, please make some of those jars available to us because I have 2 of your previous kits. I would just love to stash them up there with the rest of them. So that's where it's going to go, right up there with my washi. And it's on display, and it'll help me remember that I've got those little sequins to work with in my crafts. Okay, so I hope I'm not making anybody sick by moving this down, but here we go. This is the Doki Book. This is an A5, and what I use it for, its purpose is to track my tenants. Now, I use Airbnb, kudos to Airbnb, and I've been able to get a little bit of extra income by renting out one of my rooms. But over the times that I've done it, you know, I need to keep track of the finances. I need to keep track of who's coming and going, and I need to keep track of the postings. So what I did is I've used her whole kit, and I absolutely adore it. So here's the sticky notes and the paper clip here. I've also put the little stamp in here because I want to do a little stamping with that and use the appropriate colors. So we've got that. This is actually an envelope, and I just did a little princess neckline, gave it a little bow, and then this paper actually came from a friend of mine. She bequeathed me a ton of paper from her mother. When her mother passed away, I got boxes and boxes of paper, and some of this is out of that box. Okay, so then with Doki Book, you always get a ruler, and the top page here is like a frosted piece, and I use that just to cover up this one because I didn't laminate this. This is a birthday card I received from Planner Funny Girl. We love the papyrus cards because they're 3-dimensional. And this one actually, let me see if I can lift it. See all that glitz and glam? I just love it. I love it. So, into the dividers that I made. This one is going to hold the calendar. She is fabulous and fierce and loyal. And I used the large girly on here. And again, this is some of the paper that was left over, bequeathed me. And so I'm using this for my calendar. And what I'm doing is I've got my year. This is 2016. These are the dates that I have booked out. And I have October empty. So if anybody's interested in booking in Florida for the month of October, we're hot, hot, hot here still. So if you want to book, you can go to Airbnb and find me. So there's my little plug. And then I used this. This is the monthly. And I blocked it out in paint. This is rented, not rented. And then I've got a tenant coming in. She'll be staying with me for quite some time. I have 2017 already blocked off, the dates that I have open so far. And again, I went ahead and blocked out on the calendar. Now, the next one I have used is for reservations. And again, Dream Fearless with the chair, kind of the homey thing. And this one, this divider I'm using to track my reservations. Airbnb does a great job of giving you printouts so you can have physical paper, and I really do like that, so I can keep track. And those printouts have your tenants or your guests' names on it. They've got their phone numbers. They've got all the pertinent information coming and going. So that's what's going to be put into this page. The next one is the payout schedule, and I'm not going to show that because that's all the financial part. The only one that gets to see that besides me is my accountant and the government, so they get to see that part. And then the next one is my guests, And I put the little coat and, of course, the handbag, Shine Bright for my guests. And this one, I'm going to show you what I'm doing with this one because I get some very fun guests and some very unique guests staying with me. So I thought, you know what? I want to just have it for memory keeping. And it's basically for me, really. But to go back and go, oh yeah, I remember when this person stayed, or I remember when that person stayed. So everybody, and I've always taken their pictures with my dog because they fall in love with Biba. So I'm going to put a picture over there. Their name, their home, their state. Usually I get to find out, you know, what state they're from. I've had actually 2 of them from Pittsburgh, so that's really cool. And the ancestry. I have had unique people. I had a guy from the Caribbean. My present one is a doctor intern from the Philippines. My past one is of Bosnian descent. His parents were actually Bosnian refugees. And I'm telling you, it is just so unique. And then I want to keep track of the dates they stayed and any other fun facts that I've learned about them. And I just adore it. My dad was a history teacher, and you know, I just get so intrigued by, you know, I'm Italian and my father's Lithuanian, and I get intrigued by that, by the ancestry stuff. Okay, so the next thing is a checklist, and I've already got this one set up for my new gal coming in because I'm going to call her in a couple of days and get some information to make her stay with me a little bit more pleasant. So I do furnish bedding and pillow and towels, but sometimes when they're here for a long stay, they prefer to bring their own. What day and what time are you arriving? You know, what time do you have to get up to go to school and work? And then I like this. Are you an OJ or a coffee drinker? Because in the morning, I'd really like to have something special for them. And my last 2, they really enjoyed having some sweets. So I always have like cupcakes and banana bread. Excuse me, I have to have a little sip of my own coffee now that you mention it. Thanks. It's always better in one of these cups and saucers, especially when they've got the purples. So, and then I always want to know, what can I do to make your stay a little bit more pleasant? So this is my guest check-in, and I also can put the information about them that I get from Airbnb, slide it in here also. So my next little goodie, and this came from the Doki Book. It's just a piece of clear acetate, and I have that to protect this because after I started gluing everything down, I realized, oh, I should have laminated this, but it's really very sturdy. I used that paper again that was bequeathed me, and I did glue the 2 pieces together, which makes it very, very sturdy. Thank you, Reset Girl, for that little hint. And again, this is one of the envelopes that some of the goodies from Christy came in. So I just put another little girl there, another little planner girl, the little couch, or I mean the little chair. And I'm going to use this to put like receipts and goodies and stuff that pertain to this, and maybe some other thought things that I want to add to their page. And then I always like to have a back laminated page because it's just something else to write in. I can throw sticky notes on this. I can throw pieces of washi on here. So if I need to do a tip in, I can do that. And then this came from Doki also, is a nice little plastic pocket, so I can throw some other goodies in there. And if by chance, maybe at the dollar spot at Target, I can find a real pretty lavender pad of paper I can put in there. And of course, look at what just looks so lovely in here is the pen gem that came in the kit for this month. So a couple of things that I just need to give kudos to is my Doki Book from Wonderful Doki, and I just love it. I adore it. It's got like a little padded. It has a little padded feeling, and I'm tending, now that I'm finding my planner way, is I like the A5s to have just a little bit of padding, a little bit of cushion now. So kudos to Doki for that. Number 2, of course, to thank you, Christy, for always creating the best kits ever. I never have been let down. I adore the kits. Keep up the great work. I love, love, love them. And then to the Reset Girl, yes, to Corey, because Corey, I went to that workshop at Whimsadoodle, and what an inspiration. Here's a gal that has reset herself and has brought us, the Planner Society of girls, together and inspired. I mean, she certainly has inspired me. Most of my planners I don't use them for a calendar. I have my major one. I have 2 of them that I use on a daily basis to plot out my days and to plot out what I have to do. And that's one that I use for my business and one for my everyday business. And Corey just reiterated all the way through her classes that we don't have to use them for calendars. We can make plans in them. I do have a faithful planner, and I will be doing a video on that shortly, and also my house redo. And I got to follow some of Corey's ideas to plot that out. So anyway, ladies, I hope that you have enjoyed the afternoon with me, and please come back and see my other videos real soon. Thank you. Bye-bye now.